We are now.
Yeah, but we're early. Oh, no, we're not.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, "I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!"
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Smith Radio, along with your host, Brian Smith, and
Carrie Smith.
Giving you the late-breaking news of last week, wrapping it all up, making sense of it, giving you the greatest opinion from the greatest radio show on Sunday night anywhere, because we are international.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We're going to make some sense of it today. Today is, if you're listening on iHeart.smithradio.com or just go to iHeartRadio and Google Smith Radio, today is December 20th, Sunday, just a few days before Christmas, the birth of Christ, which we celebrate here.
Don't forget your year. 2015. Right, because, you know, somebody could be listening to this in 2073. I want to know when this was. When was this?
Right, the brink of the fallout of everything. This was the lead up, the show that led up to the eventual fallout.
So you're saying that they could be in their basement for right now for 50 years, and this is all they have to listen to
for 50 more years.
Well, it depends on the half-life of the fallout radiation.
That's true, factual. So if you want to follow us on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/Smith Radio.
Is it backslash or do they just say slash?
I don't know.
I think nowadays people
say slash.
I think just slash because the whole backslash thing.
Didn't he play in a band? Guitars.
You know, we may actually have to pay royalties. That very well may be.
Or you could catch us on YouTube. We still have a channel there, but we cannot edit it. So it is.
We have no access. We have the same access to our YouTube channel as you do.
Correct. 100%. So YouTube.com.
YouTube only allows. They have a very, very rigorous screening process in which they only allow for a certain political leaning. And if you go, it has to be anywhere from center to as far left communist as you can possibly get. If you go any right to that, if you go any right of center, you're going to start getting monitored.
That's funny you say that. This week I was reading an article. Cheryl Atkinson's channel had disappeared from YouTube for like 24 hours. Nobody can figure out where it went.
Oh, well, YouTube probably several. What happens is you can flag it as a user.
The whole channel disappeared.
Right. Well, that's what
she
happens.
Couldn't even log in.
Well, if the screeners at YouTube decide, oh, yeah, this is definitely running against our propaganda,
right,
they will shut you down.
Right.
Just FYI.
So they've got us on the lockdown, if you want, double secret probation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And if you want to go there, you can still listen to the show. YouTube.com/Smith Radio.
And what is it that they tried to say the reason was? I think it was something about copyright or because.
Well, check this out. Back in the day, there's a song called Handlebars.
Okay.
I can ride my bike with no handlebars.
Okay.
With no handlebars.
Right.
Okay. Well, that whole video says, it's amazing. The song, if you look at the words, says, I can send anybody to prison because I don't like them. I can start a war because I feel like it. You know, he can do all these just monumental things, and at the very end, it's, I can ride my bike with no handlebars. And so I took that song, and I did a slideshow of 100% complete Obama.
Oh, I'd never even seen that.
Well, and every phrase he said, whenever he says something like I can send anyone to prison because I don't like them, I showed the picture of the video guy
from Benghazi,
right?
The Benghazi guy,
the filmmaker,
the guy that caused death and destruction of American consulate ambassadors, all that stuff.
Right. And so when it says I can ride a bike with no handlebars, what I did is I photoshopped, because there's tons of pictures of Obama on a bicycle
with the helmet.
With the helmet. So happy gay. Happy. So happy. He does look gay. Very happy.
I mean, he does have a smile on his face.
Oh my goodness.
He's got to be as gay as can be.
It is giddy as a schoolboy in the playground. Just giddy as all get out.
Okay, so then what happened?
So I airbrushed the handlebars out.
Okay.
And then another one, somebody photoshopped him on his bicycle with a shotgun.
Talking about Obama?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that either.
That was a time where he said, I fire guns. See, look.
Oh, yeah.
He was holding a shotgun.
Okay, I may have remembered that.
So it went on and on.
That's old school.
So I just went all out from beginning to end. It took me hours. Hours. That band is in the tank for Obama.
Oh, and the word must have got out to
them.
It
did. I had them and 3 other agencies that filed.
The FBI, CIA, and the NSA, right?
4 agencies filed against us for removal. And I said no under the Freedom of
Fair Use
Act. And it's a parody. It's a joke. Months went by. Months.
All right.
And YouTube finally said, yeah, it is parody. And they let it be.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay. Promising.
Well,
shocking, actually.
Shocking. But what the problem is, though, is then you get those people that start bashing all your other videos and tearing things down. And they got mad at us because
they went through the back door.
Right. And then at one time, the beheading, but it really wasn't a beheading. They were still pictures, and it didn't.
So you were already on the watch list.
I was on the watch list. That came
I didn't know that. Right. All this time I thought that you just got really unlucky.
Okay, I did have a viral video go that really put us on the map, and I think that was the last straw.
Oh, so I know. So YouTube said, well, you know what? This channel isn't really that popular. Nobody's going to see this stuff anyway. So whatever.
So I had a viral video.
And then they were like, now we have grounds to completely delete or whatever.
So there's a website called The Chive. I was on it one time and they showed a video with Snoop Dogg's music in the background of this girl in white pants twerking.
Okay.
And it was, the music, the Snoop Dogg sound was just so, I mean, it's riveting to begin with. Anyway, she was twerking in white pants, and then all of a sudden you heard, like I don't know. I think it might have been put in there.
I'm sure it's fake because I think I've seen it.
And then the white pants turned brown.
Right. I think that's fake.
So within 5 days, I was over 1 million views.
Oh, shit.
Yes,
really?
Yes. I kept by the hour. I kept looking on my phone at the views, and I'd refresh it. The first day it went to like 50,000, and I lost it. I couldn't believe it. It was like a lie.
Okay.
Within 3 days, I was over, 800,000, and I could step down to everybody.
But I mean, somebody made the video. So what was the complaint that you used somebody else's video?
Snoop Dogg song.
It was the song.
Snoop Dogg song.
Oh man.
And so it went multi-million views. I think it was at the end of a couple of weeks, it was like 20 million views. Right. It was the greatest video I had ever launched or stole and launched.
Right.
And so YouTube's like, oh, we got to shut this boy down.
Right, because what happened was they really didn't give you a slap on the wrist at all for the first complaints. But you were on the map of YouTube, so second time they're like, oh, I see what the problem is.
When they said that video violated YouTube standards according to viewers, which means the person who owned that video cyber attacked my account, my YouTube account, with multiple flags. And if you get multiple flags from multiple
different
IP addresses,
right.
Dude, they will shut you down.
Which everybody who has ever frequented YouTube knows that that's not the kind of video that gets multiple flags.
No.
In fact,
not only that, it's still up.
Thumbs up.
It's still up.
Yeah, it's probably
somebody else has got it up.
Of course. So they were just using as an excuse to shut you down.
Right. So you can check us out there or Twitter. Carrie's very active on Twitter. Every once in a while, I'll post a couple articles.
I would say there's about a 95% chance that if you get into any kind of a discussion or read almost any post on Twitter, it's me personally. Brian gets on there every once in a while to post up an article or a meme or something like that. But if you're actually discussing any kind of policy or politics or anything, it's probably me.
Speaking of memes, the greatest meme ever Saturday came out, and I reposted it. So if you were following us on Facebook or Twitter, it's a picture. Apparently there's a picture of Donald Trump in his airplane reading a book to a blonde schoolgirl.
That was hilarious.
And the book that he's reading to that schoolgirl,
we could describe it for a half hour, but you just have to see it.
Says winners aren't losers. And it's like a Dr. Seuss book.
It looks exactly like every single other Dr. Seuss, including the actual art on the front of it.
Right.
And it says winners aren't losers.
Right.
But I don't know how they did it because it looks like a real book.
Yes.
It looks, in fact, if it's the only, now somebody photoshopped
Jeb Bush's head in on the little girl. So
that was obvious. But the book itself was a very good Photoshop job, if it was.
I think he might have been reading that. That might have been a photo op, not a photo job.
Is that a real book, though? Winners aren't losers? I'm going to have to look that up.
Right.
Where's Mr. Producer? Mr. Producer. That, was that a real book? Because Brian found it.
Well, if you type in winners aren't losers, it says Trump reads granddaughter the book made for him by Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, so Jimmy Kimmel made it. And so it wasn't photoshopped.
No,
he was actually reading
it is a real book, and he's reading it to his granddaughter. And I'm reading this off of Daily Mail. You can always find everything there.
So it's real. But it has a cartoon figure of Trump on it.
A caricature.
It's hilarious.
Right. With the hair.
And the giant chin/neck thing going on there.
And so somebody pasted Jeb Bush's face inside on top of that girl's face. So it looks like Trump is reading to a baby Jeb Bush.
Right. Winners aren't losers. There you go. Well, did you hear what Barbara Walters,
Barbara
Wawa, she had an interview with Trump this week. And she decided, well, I got to get my gotcha question in.
Okay.
And it was interesting. She basically said, I would have said, Barbara, is that really an important question? That's what I would have said. But she goes, if you lose, I don't even know. If you lose this election.
Whoa!
Well, this is a family show.
You need to take medication.
If you lose your election, you got to take the purple pill.
The
blue pill.
I don't know. Is it blue?
Well, no. What do they call the blue? There's a blue pill.
Is it blue?
But there's also a purple pill.
Is it blue?
I don't know.
Is it blue?
I have no idea.
It's blue. Come on.
The nuts.
The nuts and bolts.
Nuts and bolts.
Nuts and bolts. The whole crux of the thing is blue.
The cash and prizes.
The cash and prizes.
So anyway,
wedding tackle.
So if you lose this election, would you consider yourself a loser? That's exactly what she asked him. And he goes, well, you know what? That's a good question. And then he says, yes, I would consider myself a loser if I lose this election. And so now I would have said, why? First of all, I'm not going to lose the election, but let's just say in some hypothetical alternate universe. And I'm not saying that Trump is definitely going to win. I'm saying I'm Trump. If I'm Trump, I don't even entertain that.
Right.
Why are we even going there? I mean, it's almost like, excuse me, guys. Oh, there we go. It's almost like you just, look, I am a coach. I'm a wrestling coach. And I coach kids on hand-to-hand combat. And the last thing you want to do is to start introducing doubt in people's minds or in your competitors' minds, or